Hey everyone, it's Vicky from honestmum.com. It's 22 actually. No, it's 25 to 10. I was gonna go live at 9:30, but I have got phone issues, which I don't know what's going on. My phone is not recharging, but I think I've managed to work it out. I don't know why it's doing this, but anyway, it kind of gets to about 20% and then just dies on me. I think I might have to go back. Anyway, what you guys all up to? I thought I'd just do a little Facebook Live when the kids were asleep and catch up with everyone and say hi, because I've not done one for a while. So hello everybody. It's a bit dark in here actually, but then I've got this massive light behind my head. So tell me what you think. Shall I just clean my little camera bit? Because Peter's always like, clean it before you go live. Ta-da, it's that bit cleaner. Tonight I've just eaten well not just, about an hour ago, a cheese and salad sandwich with salad cream. I couldn't be bothered to cook. Hi everybody, hi Mark, hi Kirsten, what's up? Hi everybody, hi Shireen. What are you all doing? Shall I show you the dinner that my husband made that we didn't eat because both of us were like, yeah, we don't fancy it, we'll eat it tomorrow. Looks quite nice. And I can show off my new oven. This is what Peter cooked. Salmon. It probably doesn't look very nice in there, but it does look nice in real life. Can I ever show you my oven, how clean it is? Best money I spent. I got a chap to come in and clean my oven because it was smoking, and I'm not joking, he was like, spent about 3 hours cleaning it. Looks amazing. My kids been like dancing in it and stuff. What you all up to, guys? Shireen saying, I treated my 5-year-old to a Subway and a McFlurry for receiving 10 out of 10 in his spelling test. Oh, well done to your boy. That's amazing. What were his spellings? Did you have to like practice with him? I love whenever I watch American movies and they do all those spelling bees. I want them to do them here. But yeah, oh yummy, I want a McFlurry now. And I love Subway. Every time I get to the train station, I always go and have a sub. And like, yeah, I think the people in Leeds train station like know my first name now, because they're always like, oh hi, because I'm there like every week. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my camera because I'm not sure how good it is. Hi Zaz, she's planning my 4 yoga classes tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I need to do some yoga. I wish this was virtual reality FB, which is what Mark Zuckerberg is planning apparently, where like you can actually come into my kitchen through the power of virtual reality. This is what I've done today. I have basically done loads of work because I had like 3 days of my kid Xander was ill, so I've had a lot of catching up to do today, and I wasn't wearing a lot of makeup, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a Facebook Live, so I've really quickly put lipstick on and blusher because I look so pale. So yeah, Zaz is saying, sending you love, sending you back love. I've not seen you for ages. We need a meet-up. Shireen saying we practice spellings every week. Hi, everyone. This is such a good time to do a live. Everybody's around. I'm excited to see you all. Nicola had a deli dinner tonight, cheese crackers with some pate. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with cheese crackers. In fact, after Christmas, I've been eating loads of like Jacob's crackers, and I'm just pretending it's Christmas still. And we've got so much cheese in the fridge. Let me just check, and rice cakes with butter on a night time. Yeah, and I made these little chocolate, let me see if I've got any left to show you. Look at the light of this fridge. But it's gonna look awful on this quality phone, but I made these, let me just show you. These can you see these little, they're not very pretty ones though, because Xander made them with me, but they're chocolate coconut bites. And then we had like too much mixture over, so we made like some healthy flapjacks. I say healthy, there's still like honey in them, which is still, your body thinks of it as sugar and stuff, but you know, it's still got some added nutrients. So which I'm gonna eat some tea later, eat. You know what I'm talking about. I'm too tired today. I can't even think. Look, now it's telling me, my stupid phone is telling me that the battery's low again. I might have to just go and sit over there and plug it in. What are you all doing? Anyway, talk to me. Oh, thanks, Zaz. I don't know about that. I've had no sleep all week, but that's so kind. Corey, I hope you had a wonderful day, Vicky. I did. It's been a bit of a weird day today, to be honest, because I felt like You know, I've been sort of not as productive this week because obviously Xander's been ill, and I've had loads and loads of inquiries coming in and lots of campaigns I'm on, and everybody's been amazing, totally understood about Xander. But then today has been like, for me, for myself, I've put pressure on myself to like get stuff done. Nobody else has put pressure on me. So anyway, back to normality. This is life, isn't it, of a mum? Look at my hair, look how awful my hair looks. I'm just looking at it thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to wash it and blow dry it. But I will do. Good hair days and not far off. Come back, good hair days. So Crystal's saying love chocolate and coconut. Yeah, well, if you go to my blog, let me see if I can get up film my laptop. No, I won't bother doing that. But if you just go to honestmum.com, my coconut chocolate bites are on there. And I'm actually thinking it might be easier once you make them to like refrigerate the balls before you dip them in chocolate. So I'm going to try that a bit later because I might update my recipe post. But they're so good. I made them and I eat them breakfast, on the run. Kids love them. So yeah, I would say go make them. What's everybody saying? Nasty head cold. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, Xander's much better, thank you. Mark's saying, where are all the chocolate digestives? Oh my gosh, it is so funny on Twitter. We were saying like, saying how many chocolate biscuits we've been eating. Literally last week I was so good. I did like 8 days of like limiting sugar, practically no sugar. And then this week when Xander's been ill, so what happens? You have sleep deprivation and then you're just like, give me all the biscuits. Shall I make a cup of tea and have a biscuit? But you guys have got to join me. I've done that thing when I was eating breakfast and doing a Facebook Live, and I was like, oh, watched it back. I was like, yeah, Vicky, don't eat on camera. Not a good look. And in fact, I'm eating in a vlog that my husband cut that's going live soon, and it is so cringy when I'm eating. I'm like, oh gosh, awful. But anyway, it's quite funny. We've speeded the video up, I should say. So what are you all doing? No, it's not a Mac. That's my computer. I'll show you my new computer I got for Christmas. My new laptop. I was telling people earlier, this is my new laptop, which is nice, and I love it. And this is my old one to give you a comparison. Look how messy my house is. Look at the mess everywhere. Look at all these dirty dishes. I hope this makes you all feel better about your life, how everything is. But basically, it's my fault. I'm quite clumsy. I kept dropping my laptop. My kids, look what Xander did. He says sorry to me every day. It's fine. Like now he's got the laptop, it's his, but he broke on here, and it is quite a battered laptop. So as you can see, but I kept using it for ages, even when I got my new one, because I was like, it felt weird to use my new one. But anyway, I've got it now. So HP laptops are great, aren't they, Zaz? It's so nice. Like for my back when I've been making sure that the kids don't touch it, I'm like, there's your laptop, don't touch mine. And so far so good. And my boys both had a drama lesson tonight. So Oliver had one earlier on in the week, but Xander was ill, so they both had one tonight together, and they loved it, and it was so cute. I've also shared a picture of Shopkins, which Oliver absolutely loves. So does Xander. And I was just thinking, the packaging is like all pink, and I don't know, it's so limiting. Anyway, I've left a post over on my Facebook page because I hate anything when it comes to toys that are like gender specific. Shopkins have got like a grocery gang one, which are like think it's like rotten food. And Oliver was like to me, why would I want to like play with rotten food? I want to play with good, nice food. But most of the characters, the majority, have all got girls' names. The packaging's pink, and it's sending out kind of weird messages like boys won't like, you know, why wouldn't boys like to cook, and why wouldn't they appreciate really like nice food as well? And similarly, why wouldn't girls want to play with gross food? So I just think it's a bit limiting. So I've left a post there and I've tagged in Shopkins. So let's see if they reply. I don't know if they will, but I'm all for letting kids be kids and playing. And we've been making these little things where they give you like recipes and you can do stuff, because my kids absolutely love cooking. But anyway, what are you guys all up to? Yeah, no, so it sounds they've been doing drama lessons, which is really cool. So a friend of mine that she went to school with is an amazing drama teacher and actress, and they've been having some drama lessons there, and it just like build their confidence. And I did them when I was a kid and I absolutely loved them, and it's just and they came out of the lesson just beaming, saying how much fun they were having. Obviously I was a TV director and I worked with children as well. But, you know, I wanted them to kind of, you know, have some lessons, do something fun after school. They do a couple of after school things. So, yeah, they absolutely loved it. And I can't believe, look, well, you can't show you, but my phone is recharging, but it's telling me that I've got 20% battery left, so I don't know if I've got any time. But anyway, let me read all your comments before my phone like kills itself. Kettle is on. Oh, Kathy, I need to put my kettle on. Let's see if this phone recharges and doesn't die. Yeah, Shireen, drama, really, really cool. The boys are absolutely loving it, and obviously, hopefully giving them lots of confidence, lots more confidence. My little one loves being on the camera. Like, if I'm filming, I mean, if he wasn't asleep now, he'd be like jumping in, and he loves it. Oliver does enjoy it, but he's, you know, a bit more self-conscious now he's 7, and I just thought it'd be a really good way for them to feel confident and obviously, you know, do some stuff. And yeah, I'm really excited. And they've started swimming lessons as well, and quite late on because Oliver had glue ear, so he had an operation when he was a baby, and he will need another operation as well, because they put grommets in, but then it perforated his eardrum. So yeah, so he's not really been allowed to swim until now. So they've started swimming lessons and they're absolutely loving it. We go on a Sunday and it's brilliant. It's just lovely seeing them enjoy themselves and do stuff. Actually, Zaz, I was Oliver's school are doing yoga lessons, so I'm trying to encourage him because he loves. You did a session with us, didn't you? And he loves that, but he's being a bit shy about doing yoga at school. So anyway, I think kids and yoga are amazing, like yoga for everyone. So Mel saying my little man loves Shopkins too. Don't you? This is great. Well, we need to like talk about this and share stuff, because I think that toys and manufacturers need a bit more pressure, a lot more pressure on them from parents saying, don't limit kids, because if you've got pink packaging, people will automatically, not that pink is only for girls obviously, but they'll just assume that boys don't want to play with them. Why not? Food should be, and I just think everything should be, you know, gender free, and kids should explore. There's enough pressures in life as kids get older, and I just, yeah, I'm really glad that they love them. And Oliver came to me and he said, you know, I want to play with them, and brilliant, you know, so great. Okay, what are you all saying? Evelyn loves racing car stuff and Fireman Sam. There are no gender specific toys. I agree with you that, yeah, you know, that's brilliant. Exactly, this is exactly it. Like, there should be freedom for girls and boys to just play with absolutely everything. I mean, my boys had and they still, like, Xander loves all his like cuddly toys. He loves My Little Ponies, although actually they're not My Little Ponies, because they're like a supermarket's version of My Little Ponies, because My Little Ponies look so different to how they did when I was a kid. But, you know, why shouldn't they? You know, I don't know. I think it's really sad. So anyway, I've shared a post. If you like that post, please do share it as well and lend your support, everybody. So, well, yeah, exactly, Zaz. My mum said that when I was a kid, she, you know, she used to always dress me in yellow. She wasn't a pink kind of person, I think. You know, it's just, I think it's just so limiting on so many levels, and it sends out the wrong messages. But yay for our children and for us not letting those things affect our choices and what we give to them and what they play with and things like that. So yeah, absolutely. And do you know what? Nothing should be like for one specific gender or the other, I don't think. You know, I read a post a while ago where someone was saying that you know, there's some plays with dolls, and why not? Because daddy plays with the baby and dresses the baby. And I think, you know, it's just, we've got these shifts in attitudes, you know, they're telling our children in terms of the toys are kind of the first thing that they see. And I'm not being very articulate because I'm so tired and I've had no sleep all week. But basically, I want kids to be kids and to feel free, as you guys all do as well. So, Joanne's saying, do you have any of your old toys you had as a child? Yes, I do. In fact, shall I see if this doesn't honk out, this phone? Let me show you the playroom, actually. I can show you my very first teddy, which my kids have got in their playroom. And I found loads of Barbies the other day as well, which got me quite excited. It's very dark in here and it's absolutely freezing. Let me see if I can find it here. Hello, this was my first teddy and its eye came out, so like my mum sewed it back together. This is slightly less messy. Let me just turn the light off here. Goodbye playroom, freezing playroom. Hello messy kitchen again. So yeah, so basically let me just again. So this is my teddy, which was inseparable with. And then in my mum and dad's house, I was looking at my old room and I found all my old diaries as well, which I found a while ago, and then I went back to look at them because I'm writing my book at the moment and I wanted to reflect on like the younger years and kind of, oh my gosh, the tougher times growing up, as in like puberty and like just, I was like the first girl at school to wear a bra, and I remember like, oh, those times were hard actually when I look back on them. So it was really funny looking at my old diaries and kind of putting stuff of that in the book. So what are people saying? Let me just see what everyone's saying. Kay's saying, my son loves My Little Pony. I love that he's aimed at all cartoons, not just brutish fighting films. Exactly, and I think, you know, people, they're so easily influenced, and I think they're influenced by their peers as well. So when they go to school, even if you're showing them lots of stuff, then they feel like they have to conform. And, you know, I love how strong both my boys are in that respect, and we're like, you know, you can play with anything, you can feel. So I just think that's really important. And the fact that my son, you know, came up from school the other day going, I like Shopkins, they're not just for girls, please can I buy some? And I was like, yeah, of course you can, you know, to have that sort of, you know, so whilst he does enjoy his football cards and he does like other things that are, but, you know, I wish that football wasn't even, you know, in America, there's so many girl football teams. And I remember I used to work for the company that made Bend It Like Beckham when I worked in the film industry. And, you know, that had such a profound impact, that film, on loads of girls wanting to play football. And if I had a daughter, I'd absolutely bring her up in that way as well. I'd want her to be free to choose what she wants to do as well. And sports, I just don't think there should be any limits, really. I think it's quite sad. I mean, as a director, I was one of very few female directors as well. And growing up, there, you know, no one was saying at school or in universities, like, oh, you know, be a director. Like, where was any of that? So at uni there was, sorry, at school there wasn't. That was a mistake. But at uni, suddenly it was like, you know, you can be a director, you can be a filmmaker. I went to Goldsmiths, University of London, amazing uni. And then there were a couple of female filmmakers that I could look up to, like the director of Bend It Like Beckham. But if you're not being shown women and men in certain roles, then you just kind of accept that, oh, that's not really something that you go into. I mean, it's not as much now, but definitely I felt that, and still there's only like very few filmmakers, and it's sad. I'm just cleaning that again because it just looks quite misty in here. Anyway, so Kay's saying, my son is in a class with 4 other boys and 11 girls, very rounding experience. Oh, amazing, really good for them, really great. And hopefully everybody mixes together and plays. And I know, you know, some children start getting a bit shy and sort of like to stick together, the boys stick together, the girls, but I think it's lovely when they're in mixed classes in schools, and if we encourage everybody to play together, then that's great. And yeah, it's lovely. So Shireen saying, I've still got my mascot teddies I've passed on to my son, he's 5 years old. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Well, we were looking at old videos the other night of the kids, and it was really, really sweet, and they were playing with a lot of our old toys. I think they must be in the garage, I have to get them out. But I did find, as well as my diaries, I found like old dolls I used to play with, and like Cindy, do you remember Cindy and Barbie and stuff? I used to love them. Oh my gosh, it was so funny because I played with like Barbies until I was about 13, I think, and I was like, no, maybe not 13, but I remember it was like 11 or 12, and then like I literally used to go clubbing at like 13. There was like this one year where I just was like, because I looked older, well, I put a lot of makeup on and stuff, so it's quite naughty, I used to go out clubbing quite young, so it's a bit weird that, you know, playing with Barbies one year, next year nightclub. But anyway, Mark's saying I was the first boy at school to wear a bra. Are you joking, Mark? I take the kit, that's a joke, but if it isn't, then okay. So who's saying this? Oh, sorry, I keep missing people's comments. Love your teddy. I have a similar one from the 1970s. Oh, that's so cute. So I was born in 1980, and this was the teddy that I think my mum and dad or someone got me when I was born. And I remember him still, and that's so funny how like your memories come back as a child just through like looking at toys. I'd love to, I think I've washed him since. It doesn't smell. having a little sniff. Do you smell of the 80s? No, you smell clean. That's good. No, I've definitely washed him. And I love like all the old clothes as well. My mum's kept loads of my clothes. I remember having this doll that looked quite like me with like thick black, like brown hair and big brown eyes. And my grandma was like, oh, it looks like you. And I loved that doll. I can't find it. Cabbage Patch Kids. Loved Cabbage Patch Kids. I remember a girl at primary school, really vividly remember a girl at primary school who went to America on holiday and brought back a Cabbage Patch Kid baby. Do you remember those dolls, like the baby doll? And it smelled of like talcum powder and it was amazing. And I was so obsessed, like I was just begging my parents to get me one and no one, like I lived in a little village called Ilkley. The toy shop didn't have them, like we couldn't find this baby anywhere. And it was just like a dream to get a Cabbage Patch baby. I had some of the dolls with like the big hair. I remember that so much. I wonder if that girl's still got it. But Cabbage Patch baby envy at 36. But no, it was amazing. I really loved those. And do you remember the Garbage Patch cards that you could get? Which is a bit like Grocery Gang, isn't it? But it was like the equivalent of... and I really miss Sesame Street because I grew up with Sesame Street here. It's really sad that they're not on British TV, are they? Anyway, what are you all up to? So let's see what you're doing. Emily's saying, when me and my brother were little, we used to play mum and dad, had to be mum, and dress up in my sister's silky party dress and mum's heels. Didn't do him any harm. He's now a carpenter and has a little girl of his own. That's so cute. I mean, of course, you know, everybody should just play and be and, you know, be whoever they are and just have fun. And it doesn't even, you know, it's just freeing, isn't it? I just think, you know, toys should be for all, and the same with clothes as well. Like I love gender free clothes. There's some gorgeous brands out there where you can just dress your kids in like amazing prints, and you know, I hate anything that means you have to feel limited in any way. So, oh my gosh, Dream Foam, what was that? I don't remember that. Oh my gosh, they were quite vile stickers, Kay, and cards. I think they were cards. I used to find them, like, I used to always think, oh my gosh, these are Cabbage Patch Kids, and then look closer and be like, oh, scary. Yes, Garbage Pail, that was them. Oh my gosh, the 80s and 90s. So Shireen saying, I've still got my musical jewellery box with a fairy going around. Oh, that's so cute. I love those. And that same song that plays in all of them. Oh, I need to find mine. Definitely. I remember a friend of mine, whenever we used to go on holiday to Cyprus, my family originally from Cyprus, but I was born here and my mum and dad came over, like my mum at 12, my dad at 15, they met at uni and then like lived here like since then. But basically, we'd often go back to Cyprus for holidays, and there was a girl that lived next door to my grandma's house, and we bought these necklaces that were like, do you remember that they were like best friends forever, and they had like a heart and it was like half, and I found that other half of that heart. I've not seen her for years, but I think she still lives in the village where like some of my relatives still live in. So if I ever see her, I'm going to be like, here's my little heart. Do you remember me? I'm sure she does remember me. But just because, you know, we used to go loads and loads of years, and it wasn't even that long ago that I saw her. But yeah, I found that little heart. I thought, how cute is that, having these little forever friend hearts? I know I am feeling very old as well. I'm 36, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's now 2017. I'm going to be 37 in November, which isn't old. And do you know, I've got friends in their 70s and I don't consider them old at all, but I just think, I feel like the years are going so quickly, and it's just, I don't know, I still feel 15 really. I'm like, don't really want to be an adult now. It's quite a lot of responsibility, all this stuff, and it's really funny when like, you know, you can sort of think, oh my gosh, when I'm doing like a lot of stuff like where I'm being really responsible, I am a fun mum. I have to say I'm quite a fun mum. Like I think I consider, like my kids are my best friends. I don't really understand. I kind of understand when people say, oh, you can't be best friends with your kids, but like I don't care, like I'm totally best friends with my kids. Like they respect me, and obviously I do discipline them, but we do have just so much fun. Like, and I was saying this to a couple of friends of mine that don't have kids, because they were like, Vix, when I see you with your kids, like it just totally makes me want to have kids. And these are people that weren't necessarily that breedy before, and it just like they just realise that yeah, it is really hard work, but maybe because they're a bit older now, they're 4 and 6, but you know, especially like when Xander has his days off from nursery, we just have like such a laugh, and I think that's really nice. I want them to have fun as well. So you're 40 in April, that's not old, Kay, and how exciting you can like plan a big 40th. So what are you guys all doing? I am literally gonna crack open some biscuits now or eat some like healthy flapjack and have, I don't know whether, do I have a glass of wine or do I have some decaf coffee at this time? You guys decide. I got this is hilarious. So I had to, it was so funny because this is my little wine thing, but I've got more wine back. This is just, you know, easy to reach wine by the oven, but I had to spend like 40 quid in Tesco the other day to get this like 8 quid voucher off, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have to get some wine just to like get the total going up. It was like, yeah, I love a glass of red wine's really good for you guys. Actually, research said it's like doing an equivalent of 1 hour in the gym. So I'm thinking I might have done a marathon this week. Yeah. What's everybody saying? I'm on the wine. Should we have a nice little glass of wine together? I wish this was virtual reality, so that like you could pop up and then people could see you drinking your wine. Let's pour some wine. Let's have a glass. Actually, let me show you what one of my best friends bought me, which I'm going to be opening really soon. Let me just get this open. How cool does this look? Let me just move all the wine out of the way. Look at this. Rubus chocolate wine. I'm just falling over the recycling. Wait a minute. You can tell my house is so organised, can't you? So look at this. Chocolate Velvet Ruby, an indulgent blend of fortified red wine and premium chocolate flavour. How good is that? I'm saving that for something special, but I'm just like, do you know what? Let's get that bad boy opened. So actually, this is already open. I'm gonna open this on the weekend. What are you all doing? What are you all eating? Going to chill and watch a film on Netflix. What are you gonna watch, Emily? But now you've mentioned biscuits, I have some chocolate things in the kitchen. Oh, love it. Do you know what? My mum, when I was at her house earlier, got this like chocolate box thing out from Christmas, you know, like all the biscuits that we still got. And my auntie had brought over this chocolate selection that had like white chocolate fingers in, which must have been a Christmas special, unless that's like something that happens now. Let's pour some wine anyway. Let's have a glass. I've still got some work to do tonight, and I've got to write some more of my book. But you know, there's not a lot of wine left. I'll have to open the bottle. Can't even make a glass here. Oh, cheesecake. Oh, I thought you said cheesecake. Cheese board with that. Oh my gosh. I'm never gonna lose my Christmas tummy, my mum tummy. I've given up on the mum tum. That's never gonna go. Just 100%. I think I've just accepted #mum tum forever now for me, and it's fine. But Christmas tum on top of mum tum. I'm not joking. Some of my jeans are still tight, but what can you do? Oh well, I had a good Christmas, so it was all worth it. Mark saying count to 3 and I'll knock my glass on the screen with you. Mark, you absolutely crack me up. You are hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Now, the one thing about... Oh, actually, Peter has eaten one of the salmon fillets. I'm going to have to put that away. I hate doing that. You know, you have to wait for the food to go cold and then put it away. But anyway, I am going to try and do a bit of work tonight because today has been a bit of a... Well, I have been fairly productive. I can't open a wine and open the bottle of wine and speak to you guys. Is this FB Live at all entertaining? Like, it's just basically me talking, waffling on at everybody. I've probably got, I know, I have actually got some people here. Someone just left at that point. But hello, Harriet. I can see you've joined. We're about to drink some wine, darling. And other people are also drinking wine. Well, they do call me an influencer, don't they? That's the PR speak. I'm probably influencing you all now to get red wine open, which, as we've said, is like an hour in the gym, according to new research. When I read that, I was like kissing the computer screen. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like profound, amazing research. And I shared a link and people were cracking me up with their comments underneath. But anyway, I am